Shrinks in the house, bang, bang, once again. I actually groomed myself, got a haircut for y'all. Whatever hair I have, I cut. Trying to look respectful. Building quite the family here, man. I'm so proud of it too. Like, guys, I always thought social media was only a form of toxicity, but you know what? What I've come to realize is that you can actually really build relationships. I mean, relationships and the fact that you can really get to know people just by talking to them enough online, right? And it seems that's what's happened with the Audio Shrink channel. Regardless of the amount of subscribers, it's just the intimacy that I've built. Like, people have really, they've shared a lot with me, you know, and that's kind of what I want from the channel. I want it just to be as real as possible. You know, of course, audio is at the first and foremost, but I want to talk about everything, like the addiction video that can stem from it, right? And, you know, for me, I'm not mentally, like, I do have mental issues, meaning there is a hint of bipolar. I'm not afraid to admit it. And, you know, if I wasn't clean and sober, I'd be in big trouble, because this stuff really enhances when you age. It becomes worse. Just like any disease or addiction, it only progresses. It never gets better, guys. Once you've crossed over that, we call it the imaginary line in the sand, because nobody knows where that is. Some people are born with it, with the disposition, and some are, it's just due to chronic use of whatever it may be. And I'm not talking just audio. And once you do that, I love that saying, once you're a pickle, you can never become a cucumber again. Well, I know there's some hardcore audio addicts out there that are suffering, man, with loneliness. And I suffer from it at times. I do have someone I spend a lot of time with, and a female who I love. Like, I love her. We're very intimate with one another, and I take that over audio equipment any day of the week, man. You know, don't just think I sit around in my condo here and don't do anything and don't go out, because I do. Like, I value those relationships very much. And, you know, a lot of my followers have families and they're married and stuff, and that just didn't happen for me, and that's okay. I couldn't have been there as a parent in those crucial ages, right? When they were growing up, because I was busy. I had things to do, meaning drugs and alcohol. So here I am sitting before you, fully recovered from a hopeless state of mind and body. Still very, very, got lots of issues going on. Like, I've been really wound up, and I know exactly what triggers that, right? For me, it's getting new audio equipment in, and just too much excitement, too much stimuli can trigger like a manic episode for me, and I can just go, it can take up to a week to come down from it, right? And it's not pleasant for people around me, because I'm powerless of my behavior. For me, when I'm exhausted, if I haven't slept well, I'm going to talk more. That's just not normal for the normal person. They're going to be tired and be quiet. Me, I go into an overdrive mode, and I'm kind of just coming off of it right now, because there's been, like, YouTube included, I have to be very, very careful with my personality that I don't want to let it affect the well-being, right? It's very powerful, YouTube, guys. It's exhausting, and I don't even have, like, I'm just a flea, like I've said a dozen times. But even that, like, one of the videos is approaching about 150 comments, and I've answered almost all of them, you know? And I'm just so proud that I'm able to try to just stay on my own path. Sometimes it takes a voice of reason to help me, because I always ask questions when I'm stuck on something, like, should I do this or shouldn't I? I know what kind of views they're going to bring, but is that what I want my channel to represent? No, I don't. I want it to represent spiritual contentment, freedom, being generous, helping others, knowledge about hi-fi, how to buy it properly, what to look out for, you know, what I feel is a superb component for someone to purchase to spend their hard-earned money. That's all I need to talk about, these kinds of things, not what so-and-so's doing over there on their island. I mean, live and let live, right? Just let people do what they're going to do. And unfortunately, things, like I said before, it just comes out in the wash in the end. I mean, I'm not going to say that bad things don't happen to good people, because they do, right? But I got a lot of exciting things coming down the line. Like, my channel's never going to stop. I just have to look at what it's doing to me, and when it's becoming too much and affecting me in a you know, in a way that I'm not comfortable, I have to just step back for a little bit and you know, listen to the heart, listen to how the internal body feels. You know, I'm not gonna, thank God I'm making something doing this, because man, I could see people just burying themselves, like, that have certain afflictions like I do, like bipolar or hyperactivity attention deficit, and they get into this stuff. Like, I see some people, they don't even get views, man. They're working themselves to the bone. Like, I'm not going to do it. Not a chance. I'm already content with what I'm doing on YouTube and what's coming in financially due to the love that comes back to me. I mean, I look up to the people that are all in on it. I mean, is it something? I don't know, man. I just don't know that it's... I could see it as a good side business, but it's not something I'd ever want to do full time. I love my business. I love being outside in the fresh air. I love having no one around other than my employee, and we're just working, right? Getting exercise. It's just complete freedom away from the social media, you know, clutches, the grips of it. Like, even the comments, man, I get affected by them. Like, when they're negative, and you can't really be like that. You got to have a thicker skin. But when you're sensitive, which I am, and most addict alcoholics are, they're oversensitive, right? So a lot of the time, you know, I don't mind people suggesting things or giving their opinion in a respectful way. But like I say, I'll say it again, man. If you go too far, there's such thing as a recycle bin, and you'll just end up there. And you can go bother somebody else, because that's all it is. It's hate. You're criticizing somebody. You're character assassinating. This is the stuff I'm not going to do, and you're never going to see it happen again, guys. It's a promise from the Audio Shrink, right? So just wait, man. I got some things coming down the line. You know, best system under 10 grand, or a great system under 10 grand. Just things like that. You know, little things that I'm going to put together here in my little experimental room. It's just a good dimension to the Audio Shrink channel to be able to bring the odd component in for y'all. I'll always do that because I'm interested. I want to see for myself, right? But again, I get them in a certain way. If I can't get them the way I want, then they'll have to wait. Because I'm not interested in the new stuff on the market too much. I like the stuff that's kind of settled into the market and it's proven itself to people. You know, it's built a great reputation. But I'm not saying never to anything. I'm just saying that's kind of what interests me. But I'm really on those devices right now that can offer everything. I'm just on that simple path vibe to try to share that with y'all. So I don't know what this video is really about. All I got to say is, guys, for the people that are supporting the Audio Shrink channel, you don't know how much it warms my heart and how much it motivates me when a super thanks comes in. People show the love, they comment, they like. It's awesome. It is, and I had no clue that this was going to happen when I started it, right? It's just you can't keep all that knowledge bottled up. You got to get it out, and if it can get out to help people, whatever it may be, I mean, that's it. So anyways, all the power to everyone on YouTube. Shrink loves y'all. I got no hard feelings. Live and let live. Love thy neighbor. You know this how it goes, man. You don't need to judge others. Use yourself as a measuring stick. Just do the best you can in life and try to be the best person you can, right? Under all circumstances. Shrink loves you. Like and subscribe, guys. Cheers.